this podcast with Reggie Fils-Aimé that's going around is kind of fun. The podcast is called Present Value. Apparently it's done by some graduate students at Cornell University. It's like a business podcast.
Yeah.
I assume they're like MBAs or something.
And he's at like a VC company or something now.
Oh, that's right. He did. Okay, I forgot about that.
Sure. It was either that or politics.
Yeah.
He basically told a bunch of anecdotes about his whole career in business, most of which obviously is at Nintendo on this podcast, but there's some other stuff from some of his other gigs.
Did he have fun Pizza Hut stories?
Yes, there is a good one. But the one that seems to be grabbing all the headlines is that apparently when he came in at Nintendo, they were in the process of what he described as, what was the phrasing he used? An aged up logo for Nintendo, perhaps in a graffiti style.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Like
That's what I need.
I've never heard this descriptor before, but did he use the word racetrack? No, I got this off of Ars Technica. I've never heard anybody call the classic Nintendo logo the racetrack logo, but I guess that's totally what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came in around 03, 04, and apparently they were not. Let's see. When I joined Nintendo, there was a sense of almost shame that Nintendo appealed to young consumers. The marketing team at Nintendo of America started doing things with the logo, that classic Nintendo logo in an oval. They would put it in a graffiti style, or they'd do different things to try to age it up. And I put a stop to that because that is not our brand.
They put it in a graffiti style and put Taz in front of it, wearing loose basketball shorts.
Yeah.
And he goes on to talk about what they did instead of that, but just this got me thinking about the direction of Nintendo in like the late 90s.
Like the Play It Loud
Yes,
series.
yes, exactly that
definitely.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I got a hold of a VHS tape, like a Nintendo promotional VHS tape in the 90s. Like, I wanted it because it had Mortal Kombat 2 footage for Super Nintendo on it.
Yeah.
But they were using like Butthole Surfers for the background music and stuff like that. They were just like,
there was a weird
Nintendo was really trying to be edgy for a weird period of years there.
But like they were trying to be Nintendo edgy. Like they could never be.
Yes, it felt like your dad trying to be edgy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's like dad edgy.
Every time they've tried to do it. And I feel like with the Switch and stuff, they've hit upon, it just turns out like, hey, have games that appeal to wider audiences.
They've mostly found a way to seem like cool and still genuinely Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like maybe like rooftop Mario Kart aside.
Yeah, totally. Like some of that stuff. But also,
but even that,
for as corny as that stuff was, it like you were still trying to wrap your mind around what was the system capable of.
I went back and watched that.
Stuff was effective.
And like I've legitimately been to parties that have gone in that fashion.
I watched that Switch reveal video again like a couple weeks ago just to remember, and like it pitches the concept of the system very well.
Yeah.
For the first thing you're seeing of it. It's just, man, it's wild.
I posted, I think, one of them to the site. I need to post the rest. Google released lifestyle photos for the Stadia. Like people gathered around a TV with a pizza box and a controller having a good time. Like they did that photo shoot that like no one fucking does anymore. And you want to look, or I want to look at it and go like, someone knew that this would be fucking hilarious to do. But the longer I think about it, like, no, everyone thought that this was something they needed to do and that this is a good thing to do. But you just look at it, it's just
cringeworthy.
It's like people holding Stadia controllers near pizza and on a coffee table going like, yeah, man, we're gaming. And it's just, the fucking dumbest shit.
Love to game. That's just, man, it's rough to think what would have happened if he had not come in and stopped this stuff. Like, where would Nintendo have gone?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. 03, 04, so that's like
DS came out in 04. So.
Yeah, that's kind of like mid GameCube, right?
Yeah.
So
he talks about a bunch of that stuff. I kind of want to listen to this podcast. Like he talked about his interview process getting into Nintendo and how like before he would accept the job, he wanted a phone call with Iwata, and like apparently the management in Japan was just like, who is this guy who wants to talk to our president? What the fuck is this?
Right.
But they made it happen anyway. He talks about.
I mean, he's big. They couldn't say no.
So he talks about like the infamous press conference moment where fucking nobody in the world knew who he was until he walked out on stage and gave the line. And apparently he was concerned about it, according to his account. I'll just read. Like he talks about they were trying to decide how to present the new direction of the company and blah blah blah. Given my aggressive nature, my ability to confidently speak in front of thousands, it became my job to set the stage for this new direction. Yes, those fateful words, I'm about kicking ass and taking names, They were completely thought through. I was the devil's advocate. Is this really what we want to say? Is this the approach? It began the journey of what Nintendo would accomplish, not just the bravado. We had the goods to back it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's and lastly, he talks about some Pizza Hut stuff, including apparently
The ill-fated Bigfoot.
calling the Bigfoot pizza one of his biggest personal failures and the thing that led to Papa John's becoming a thing.
Oh,
So
wow. So
Wow.
Reggie's canceled.
I don't remember
By the
much.
transitive property.
Yep.
I don't remember much about the Bigfoot pizza.
It was
It was
big.
square
Yeah.
or
It was a
rectangular.
big
Just
Just a
rectangle,
straight up
yeah.
Little Caesars knockoff, more or less.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Little Caesars doesn't make
Detroit style.
that.
Do they
Yeah,
not?
they do. They do their deep
the
dish.
deep
is
dish
like a
is,
big
but like it's not
rectangle.
like it used to
Oh
be.
my
It's
God,
not
really?
it's not the gigantic
Is it
rectangle.
not?
Holy
You
shit!
get
I haven't
circular
had it
pizza.
in
You get
years.
circular pizzas from them.
Damn.
Yeah,
When
I
you,
haven't-
you go get
I really
pizza.
They had that double pepperoni, and that was all right a couple years ago as a big rectangle.
That's their deep dish.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deep dish stuff. But it's not like it's not big. You're not walking out of there trying to
Right.
fucking crack the cardboard, fucking Bret the Hitman Hart style. Like it's
Oh wow! There is a pizza company. There's a restaurant chain in Canada called Pizza Pizza.
Yeah, it is.
They
Yes.
just straight up lifted it.
Did they lift it, or is it the same company?
Or,
I
I
think it
don't
might
know.
actually be.
They just don't know who
Yeah.
Caesar is in
Yeah,
Canada.
right.
Caesar just, yeah.
I don't know.
I think Pizza might just be that up there.
It's the same color.
I could be
orange.
wrong,
Yeah.
but
No, this is Little Caesars as specifically one of their competitors.
oh man,
What the?
brutal.
Yeah, wow. Cutthroat in the pizza world.
Yeah,
You got to eat upwards of 40 pizzas in 30 days to hang with this shit.
I could do it.
Watch me.
Listen to the last week's aftermath.
Yeah.
We really get into if we could do that.
I might have to pull up that Reggie episode. That sounds
Yeah, that
fascinating.
sounds
Check that out.
interesting.
it's cool. It's cool to like see a guy at that high level of a major company like getting out there and telling stories.
Well, I think it also
being
like
candid, yeah.
if you think about like maybe some of the unspoken messages in some of that when you think about like him talking about directions and logos and stuff like that, I think it really speaks to like there's not a ton of game development happening here. Like it's a lot of like it's a sales organization. The stuff comes in from Japan and they have to figure out how to market this to the audiences here and try to figure out which demographics they can appeal to. So it's like, oh, are we aging up the logo to try to are these games going to appeal to an older audience? Are we what are we
Is this
doing?
game too hard?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, in a sense, like
And that was
trying
the
to
Mario
figure
2
out.
thing that we were talking about in last week's stream, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Like he does give credit to the products in that, saying like, coming in 03, he was able to look at like the DS and the Wii before they were out and know what the company had up its sleeve. So that was able to like dictate the marketing direction they should go in.